Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. I'm bringing you along today for a day in the life of my Sunday life. And I thought we would start out today at 6:21 in the morning with a coffee and a chat. I am serving on the worship team this morning. I do that about once a month, although during the summer right now, just because there's so many other team members they've got a lot going on. There was a Kenya mission trip and there was just life happening for people. So I've been serving quite a bit more. But I am here 6:21 in the morning because we are doing something kind of special for the next couple of weeks, and it tends to bring in a lot of extra visitors. So we added a service, which means we have to be here extra early. We'll do our run through and just make sure all the sound is going well, and we are set to go for the morning. So I'm excited. I always get a coffee because I love coffee, but really early mornings, because typically I don't have to be at church until 7:30. These early mornings, my throat needs to wake up and get going for the day. So this is my way of making sure that it's warmed up, and I'll listen to my music and just run through my songs one more time before I get to church and, be prepared. Something leading up to Sundays and part of Sundays that I have been doing is really cool. And it has actually been kind of life-changing, and which is unfortunate in one way because I'm not as good about always just doing it, but I'm getting better and better at it. So, are you ready for a story time? Back in the day, meaning like a year ago, I started watching a channel called From It Up. Sarah from From It Up, she's a friend of mine, and I've been enjoying getting to know her and watching her channel. She's a Jewish woman, Orthodox Jewish woman, and I just absolutely adore the ritualistic things that she does to connect to God, to honor God. And one of those things is by observing Shabbat, which for them is Friday night through Saturday night, and it's based on, I believe, when the sun sets, and so it might be a little different every week. But there's certain things that they do where they're able to just turn off from life, kind of from the world. They're not turning on lights, turning off lights. It's really interesting. I don't know that I would go as deep as that, but it's very intriguing. And I would highly suggest that if you're interested in learning about that at all, and just being sort of amazed, to check it out. It's really beautiful. So she observes Shabbat, which for a Christian would be like the Sabbath, okay? And so she's, making things ahead of time, getting life prepared. And then during Shabbat, she's not working. She's not doing YouTube. She's not on social media. She's not using her phone. Like, she's resting and connecting with her family and coming into it very prepared so that she doesn't have to cook and she doesn't have to clean and do all of those things. And that so intrigued me. And I've thought about the Sabbath quite a bit and thought about Sabbath rest. And wouldn't that be great? Well, I told you guys about that, and you said, go check out Jar of Fireflies. Well, I did. Hannah from Jar of Fireflies, she's actually my new friend. We've been talking, hanging out. Well, not hanging out. We've been talking and connecting, and I just absolutely love her so much. She's just herself, and she's real, and I appreciate that so much. And I have so many questions for her, so I need her to do another Q&A on her channel so that I can ask her all my questions. And she also prepares for Shabbat, and I enjoy that. I love watching her get all of her food prepared and just talking about what they do to honor God and to take that time of rest. Well, a few weeks after I kind of got into watching all of this, a pastor at our church talked about Sabbath and taking a Sabbath rest. And admittedly, I love to work, and I have a family, 7 of us. I've got 5 children. There's a lot of working going on. There's a lot of things to be done. You never feel caught up, ever. So I find that any minute that I have free is not spent resting. It is spent doing stuff. And I just thought, what would it be like to turn it all off? To I'm already with my family. What do I need to be on my phone for, right? So turning off the Facebook and the Instagram and not doing stuff on my channel and just being. The results of that have been quite astounding. I will say that my mental clarity during that time is exponential. It's like my brain can rest and it can think and it's not swirling and whirling. And then I realize that I have all this time to read. Like, me? I have time to read? What? And then I go, I feel so free. I feel like I'm free from all of the stuff that just infiltrates your mind all throughout the week. And the most important thing to me, of course, is I feel like prayer and connection to God is effortless. It's so easy to talk to the Lord and so easy to pray and to just connect with him. And I need that in my life. I need that very much so. So it's just been beautiful. I've enjoyed it so much. Have I been perfect about it? No. And here's how I do it. Saturday night, around 4 or 5, dinner time pretty much, I just say no more Facebook, no more Instagram, no more stuff on my channel. I pretty much just put my phone away. And then all that night and into the next day until about dinner time the next night, I'm doing that. It's so freeing. Now, I will say that I do fold laundry during this time, and it is such a peaceful time. I feel very chill. I might throw a movie on. I might just, use my brain cells and think. I don't know. But I have been known to do my laundry folding, which probably for my Jewish friends would be a big no-no. But for me, it's very relaxing. That's the kind of weird person I am when laundry folding is relaxing. And then I've been reading and I have been just connecting with my family. Like we're playing games or we're going for a walk or whatever. It's lovely. So I don't know. Do any of you I know some of my followers are Jewish, some of my followers are Christian, some of my followers are none of the above, but I wonder, do you ever just take time for rest, like true rest, where nothing is distracting you, where you're not, popping around to those quick screens and just being consumed by work and life? Do you take a break? I'm not perfect. No. But I am striving toward it every week. It is such a lifesaver. It's so important. And for me, especially as somebody who's on social media, it is so good for my mental health, so good for my soul. So I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. That would be interesting to know. I need to get myself going here. Well, I need to drink coffee is what I need to do. And it's a need, because I got to warm up my voice, get it prepared for the day. But I'll bring you inside and I'll show you around as much as I can. Do remember that I have to be careful with songs and singing because of copyright and all that. But we're going to have a good time. And I will go pick up my children and Marcus after my practice. Actually, because we're having 3 services, I'm going to pick them up after I sing during first service. I will leave. I'll go get them. I'll bring them. And then they'll go and do what they do when service is over, because I still have to stay for another service after that. Okay, let's go inside. Check it all out. Come on. Can you see the sun over there? Isn't that cool? Well, here's our church. It's big. Several thousand people go here. I actually grew up in big churches, but I've also been a part of very small churches. Actually, Marcus and I did a lot of small churches for about 10 years. And I go over here because I'm gonna go backstage, and I've got myself a little key. I'm not staff, but I do get to come back here. One thing I'm really blessed with is how amazingly kind and welcoming everybody has been since I started doing this. It's amazing. This is kind of our backstage area. Everybody hangs out at the table. We've got the chairs. And then this board over here is all the camera angles, and it helps us to know when we need to be on stage. We also have a stage manager that comes back and tells us. And the amazing thing, which I'll show you later, is every week we have volunteers that fill this area up with hot, yummy food, and then coffee goes here. Because we get here early, there have just been people that have decided that they would like to help us out and give us some food. So usually between services is when we start munching on that stuff, although we can usually do before the first service, but it's a ton of fun in here. It's just such a happy place to be. Everybody, you know, sitting around talking and getting to know each other. It's beautiful. I do want to note that our church is actually pretty casual in our dress, but I wanted to wear a dress today. I've only worn a dress on stage like twice. Usually it's jeans, but this is the small dress I got a couple years ago, actually in Branson, Missouri on the landing. Anybody been there? Yeah, I kind of feel like it's more of a fall dress, but today we're going to wear it for summer. In here is dark, but I'll show you. This is our board where we have our microphones and our headsets, and they're all labeled depending on who's singing that week. They change that out. It is so dark backstage. I know you won't see much, but we have a huge screen right here that shows the same thing as in the back room, and that's just so we know what's going on in all the camera angles. And then we have somebody here that's just directing everything and helping us. And then over here we have baptisms almost every Sunday, so anybody that wants to be baptized can go over here, and then we celebrate them the following Sunday in all the services on the video. But then back there is like our screens, and those have the words on them for the songs and then for the sermon and all that if the speaker uses that. And we've got different TVs down below so we can see the words. Yeah, this is it. I'll just show you really quick over here because the sanctuary is opening up. But here's all the instruments. We've got screens, we've got lights, and now it's time to go chill. First service is done, and like I told you, we have 3 services this week, which is not typical for us. Usually it's 2. So I am going to go pick up the kids, pick up Marcus, and we actually have quite a bit of time before the next service because we weren't singing after the message. So I don't know what we'll do. Sometimes it's a country drive. Oh my word, sometimes it's donuts. Nobody's mad about that. Check this out. That looks like some cheesy ham rolls. Oh, like some apples and sauce. Okay. And I love this stuff. Egg and potato goodness. Yum. That's what they give us. Coffee. Somebody brought chocolate milk too. It's a good day. It smells amazing, and it is very busy in here. A lot of people back here today. Oh, here it is. Cinnamon apples, they're gluten-free, ham, egg, and cheese sliders, hash brown casserole, all the lists. You can tell they are really accommodating people that might have some sensitivities. And then scrambled eggs. I don't see that. Maybe, oh, I think that's in this bin. Got it. Home again, jiggity jig. What time is it? 11:30. So didn't have to stay for the last service, just like the first, the music part of it, and then onward to home we go. The kids get to play some games, they get to watch some shows. I am making the ever elegant mac and cheese, and Marky's just hanging out too. We're all hanging out. Marky holds us together on Sundays like this. Oh, we got a potty situation. Marky holds us together on Sundays like this. He's taking care of everything. Holding the ship down, holding the fort down. That's what it is. Oh, we gotta go potty. Okay, potty time, let's go. Go, go, go. Anybody else use the weekend Sundays for napping? Oh, it was a short one. It was a 20-minute nap, and I sure wish it was like 2 hours. But we're doing something at church that is kind of cool. They team up with a local high school, like a local public school, and they fill up their micro pantry with hygiene items as well as food items. And we're doing it as a church. So you can sign up and pick either hygiene or the groceries. And I decided to do the hygiene one. So they give you a list, what size items you need to get. Man, a recently napping heart. I feel like I'm dying up the stairs. Anyway, so I thought maybe we could go grab some things together. If you so delight in that, that would be a lot of fun. Let's go do it. We're here at the Wally, and I've got my list of things that they would like for us to have in the boxes. This, they kind of have specific sizes for stuff, but I think if I go a little bit bigger, that's okay. And you know how I am. The bigger the better, sometimes. So first thing on here is toothpaste, and it's any kind that you desire. So I'm thinking the Scope Plus, and this one's $3.97, a little bit bigger than what they said, but everybody needs to brush their teeth. Jergens Ultra Healing, they said a 10 ounce. This is a 10 ounce. And a little lotion in your life to make the world a better place. Shampoo, and this one is Cantu. This is what was suggested for like ethnic hair, $3.88. There was another one that I wanted to get. They were all out of shampoo, so they just had this one. So I'm hoping it's good. Here it is, by the way. Hand soap is the next one, and this white tea and berry smells amazing. $2.48 for this one. Okay, Dove Moisture Boost Body Cleanser. This one is $7.97. Deodorant. This is Dove Rose Petals. Ooh, $5.37 for that one. Disposable razors. This is a 6-pack. I already have a 6-pack at home because I started to use a safety blade instead. So I already have one that I haven't opened yet. And these are running $8.34, and they asked us to give them 10 to 12 of them. So 6-pack, 2 times, that's 12. Container of disinfecting wipes, 35 wipes. I think the one that they told us about was smaller, but I don't see a smaller one. This is running $2.24. 32-ounce container of multi-purpose cleaner. This one is $2.77, and it's the lemon scent. Last thing, this is the Strong Flex Tall Kitchen Trash Bag, and they asked us to get the 20 bags, so this is $4.12. Time to go home, and now I've got to remember where I parked. I mean, I parked kind of in the boonies. It was busy today, but things went pretty well. So that's my Sunday, guys. I'm gonna go home, put stuff away, and then start making dinner, even though it's kind of still early right now. Oh, yeah, it's still kind of early, but on the weekends, we tend to eat like very early. It's a little bit weird. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I will talk with you soon. See you in the next vlog, my friend. Bye. How about a little sleepless in Seattle to round out the afternoon?